Hello everyone, this is one time I'm inside the airplane to start this one. Oh, it must be a bit of a tricky one. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Lazy 8 maneuver. So now the Lazy 8 maneuver is actually a pretty cool little maneuver. Basically what you're trying to do is use a chandelle and kind of come back out of it with all the energy you went into it. For those of you who have never seen what this kind of looks like from the side, I'll go ahead and steal this cool picture I got here. This is off the CFI notebook. Basically what you do here, let me set that back up again, sorry. There we go. Is you're going to come up, you're going to run out of energy, and then you're going to let the nose come down and back where you started in the opposite direction. You're going to climb up, run out of energy, and kind of let it drop back down again. Now, when you do this for the commercial test, what they do is make you do 3 or 4 of these in a row. Again, it's very, very similar to a chandelle, but you got to end up basically at the same end which you started. So you have to really, really monitor your energy throughout the entire one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set our aircraft all nice and cruise and level here. You can see I'm at my cruise RPM, everything's set. And like I said, we're going to enter into a very gentle turn. Right when we get to the peak of the bank of the turn, we're going to let the weight of the plane pull us down. We're going to level ourselves off facing in the opposite direction we started at the same speed and at the same altitude we began. Then we're just going to pull it right back up and we're going to seesaw our way back around again. So it's actually a pretty cool maneuver. So to do this, you want to start by pulling up at the world's most gentle little bank here. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to suck the energy out of the airplane. Suck the energy out, and we're going to increase our bank gently as we start getting towards our 90-degree point. Should start getting very slow here. And now we're just going to let the plane go ahead and sink right back down. The weight of the plane will do the work for us. And we're going to start slowly coming out. Watch out for your airspeed when you start to get down. And we're going to just level the plane back out again. There's our first one. Starting to pick up a little bit of speed back to original altitude. We're just going to come right back up again. Again, you want the strongest part of your bank when you're about 90 degrees. And then we're just going to let the weight of the plane pull our nose right back over again. And we're just going to let it kind of come down. Make sure you keep your hand on the elevator. You don't want this thing to get away from you. And you want to keep a real close eye on your speed when you're coming down. Now we're going to slowly pull ourselves out of it. Notice I've picked up a lot of energy, but I'm moving about the same speed and the same altitude. Now we're just going to do the whole thing again. Again, we're going to do a nice gentle bank to start. As we start getting to our 90-degree point, and as the aircraft starts to get really slow, we're going to bank a little bit more. And then I'm just going to let the weight of the plane kind of pull me over here. Again, keep a close eye. Make sure you get that hand in the elevator. When you start to sink like this, you're going to feel lots of wind start to travel over the top of the plane. As we start to go, we're going to see our little point in the horizon. Pull the throttle back a little bit. And we're just going to go back in. Start with that nice gentle bank. And we're going to crank it up to about 30 degrees. We're going to run out of energy, and now I'm just going to let the nose of the plane drop. There it goes. And it's just going to start dropping on me just like it was before. There's that really, really high rate. I'm actually going to bring the thing back just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. This one pops your ears every single time you do it. And if we've done everything correctly, which I'm ever so slightly too fast, you should be back in your original situation that you were at the original altitude, at the original airspeed that you began the entire exercise in. So again, this is a super fun little activity. If you try this one in VR, it's a great way to get the pukies. One thing that I didn't do well here is I didn't really use enough bank. I should have been a little bit more aggressive with this initially so that I could slow my aircraft down. But again, let the weight of the plane do the work when you're practicing that maneuver. Enjoy.